That'll do it. All right, I got my mic working again. That's good. Welcome to the stream. Anybody that's brand new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I've had some coffee, so I'm a little bit hyper. A little bit, but not very much. Just a little bit. And yeah, it's the conglomerate Starbucks coffee, but it's not. They're like, it's just drip coffee. It's nothing. It's not a big deal, guys. Okay, it's just drip. It's just drip coffee. All right, so I am still working on just kind of laying out, mapping out certain areas here. This is where the church is going to be, you know, things of that nature, and kind of doing that. This is going to be pretty complicated. I would like, let's see how big we are here. What I would like is to get into the church and instead of warping to another area, just continue through the church as if it was one giant, you know, building kind of thing. And I don't know if it'll work out, but if I have to teleport somewhere, I will. And then finally, here is the castle area. This will be a little bit weird because I think I will have to have multiple weird layers on here. And because this engine doesn't support multiple floors being on top of each other, which it looks like the new engine will, from what I saw in snippets here and there. Looks like we'll be able to stack things on top of each other and walk and talk and do all that cool stuff. So I can't wait. Hopefully they give us the opportunity to mod Baldurs Gate 3. And that's what I mean by new engine is Baldurs Gate 3. I didn't know that was. I did know that. What am I talking? But anyways, that's really what I'm hoping for. I think I said something along the lines of when I was in chat. I was like, you know, I don't really care to play the game. I'm just gonna mod it. And somebody had said, who does that? Who doesn't? You know, who would do that? And I'm like, well, I would. First off, I haven't played this game thoroughly at all. Like, I'm only on Reaper's Coast, and I don't think I'll get any further, to be honest. It's already too late. You know, I already kind of know all the code, the script. I know what kind of happens. I know the frustrations people had with arcs and a couple other areas. So why bother? You know, just kind of just keep creating what I create, you know, kind of keep going where I'm going with what I'm going. So that's what I'll keep doing. I'll just keep going that way, that direction. Okay. So what else? Yeah, and there's, you know, other people too that have definitely modded games. And I'm talking like strictly in the group, in the Larian group, the Discord even. There's a couple Laughing Leader. I don't know if he's ever played through the game, he or she. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to say he. I'm just going to assume their gender. But he's never played, you know. Or at least I don't think he has. But he's like an expert modder, you know. But modding is something that's also kind of unique well, okay. Let me backtrack a little bit. I actually like modding a lot more now, especially in my older age, than playing the game. It gives me creative control. It gives me an output to make something that I typically wouldn't make. I learned this stuff through trial and error. It was a difficult process, and it was one of the most I want to say exhilarating things I've ever done. I didn't think I would be able to do this, and then all of a sudden, here I am doing it, and it's kind of living the dream, to be honest. It's as close to game development as I'm gonna get, and and I say that because I'm getting older, and they're not my skill set, as I'm pretty slow at this. I'm not fast, I'm not quick, and there's game devs out there, especially working people who they work fast. They know what they're doing all the time, or most of the time. I don't see myself on their level at all. So this is pretty much as close as I'm gonna get, and I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. So long as I'm, this is to me an art form just as much as an art form as painting, a picture. You're creating a world, three-dimensional world inside of a digital space. I don't see any difference between that and, let's say, painting in Photoshop. And nowadays, you can sculpt digitally. I sculpt in Blender and love it as well. And that's just another way to express yourself, So and it's a lot less labor intensive. If you don't know how to sculpt, or if you don't know how to create in 3D space, or even in 2D space, you're gonna, it's going to be difficult. But if you've already sculpted, I've done sculpting in the past. I've done 3D sculpting, modeling, and all that stuff. Out of wood, out of metal. So I understand what it is to work in a three-dimensional space. I understand how labor intensive it is, all that stuff. I'm by no means an expert in sculpting. I'm not a master sculptor, but I've had a lot of experience. And having that experience, I think, helps with the digital space, understanding how things should look in a digital space, proportion-wise and stuff like that. I also believe that being classically trained in art helps a lot. And if you are self-taught, that's awesome too. I'm not gonna knock on that. But it certainly does help to have been taught by a teacher. It's a lot faster, I tell you that. It's a hell of a lot faster to learn and to pick up on things when you have a teacher who's teaching how to do stuff. Sure, let's just have some random things poking out there. I don't think anybody is really going to be online. My regulars, I believe, are asleep. So it's alright. This is a big one. This is a big asset. Big asset. What I'll probably do also is this is like a weird mud terrain. I'll probably either convert this to a rocky terrain or something else. Not too big of a fan of the mud. It doesn't blend well with the rocks I'm using. If I was using something else, it would, I'd stick with it. But terrain and scenery need to mesh, man. They need to kind of, this kind of clashes, a little bit. See, like, this is okay, but I'm not too thrilled with that rock style. Actually, I'm probably going to change this as well because I'm not really liking the slate, to be honest. So So right now I'm just, there's a bunch of prefabs that I laid in here, and I just put them all over the place above the terrain. And so if you double click any of these, you'll see that there are many of, they're all grouped together as a prefab. And I haven't spread these apart, too much because they work as a unit pretty well, but I could very well spread them and, have them cover more space, I suppose, because these are kind of freestanding columns that are 360, meaning you can go all the way around and everything will show. And that isn't particularly necessary for these types of columns. They don't need to do that. So you can put them in and then spread them apart, break them up, and then, but double clicking them will still have the same group as before. And so, yeah, as you could see, you have eyes, use your special eyes. And this will just help cover a lot of the terrain up, especially like cliff sides and stuff. I did notice in Baldur's Gate 3, I believe they might have new terrain types, new terrain material, something that blends better and gives a different appearance to the terrain, and it does a lot more, so they don't have to do this kind of things. Verticality, that was another thing I noticed. Now you can climb on things that are tall enough, whereas you couldn't before, which is nice. Which is nice. So I'm optimistically, I don't know. I'm hopeful that they do release an engine for modders, but I would not be surprised if they did not. I would not be surprised if they decided that it's a proprietary thing and they didn't want anyone to. Hey, Morgan, I am talking about currently, at this time. I'm just kind of ranting here and there. Did you watch the world premiere? Did you watch the world showing? Did you take a look at it? Did you get to see it? I'm glad to have you, on the stream too. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't talked to you in a while. It's been a while. Always a pleasure. Plop. Let's sink this one in a little bit more. I love these phallic stones. They absolutely just look very dicky. They have the same proportions. It's funny. I don't know. So Division, oh man, talk about. So I don't know if they did that on purpose, if they knew it was going to divide people, if they but it seems like that there is as much division on this new Baldur's Gate as there is, let's say, the Joker. Like, some people hate it, some people love it. It's like it's that extreme too. It's unbelievable. I've been great, by the way. I've been good. I don't know, man. It's kind of. I was reading the comments. So I was watching the live stream. I was reading through the comments, and some were like, "Yes, turn-based," and some were like, "No, turn-based." It was insane how, like, it was so, bipolar, I guess. It's the best way I could say it. Even PC Gamer, they wrote an article, like, no, turn-based, and they made a argument why it should not be turn-based, and I agree. I don't think turn-based works for Baldur's Gate 3. I don't think it worked for, I don't like it. I absolutely love to be able to pause my game, and this is the same exact. When I read the article, I'm like, oh, they read my mind. Same exact thing. Pause your game. Queue up your attacks. Queue up everything that you want to do in that turn. You have a daily. You have your combat. You're free. Queue it all up. Press spacebar. Watch the chaos unfold all at the same time. And that's the thing about Baldur's Gate. That's actually what I found. The charm of it was the chaos, the massive amount of chaos. You had 5 skeletons shooting a bow at one dude, and you're like, oh shit, this dude's dying. Pillars of Eternity 2 has both real-time and pause and turn-based, though it's not as good as the first one. I have never played any of the. Well, have I? Do I have Pillars of Eternity? I don't know. I'll have to look at my. Let me check out my Steam library here. Let me pull this aside. I don't want you to see all my shit. Let me see if I have it. It's a long list. Oh, no, I don't have it. I thought, what do I have that I... Whoa, this is tools. This is not games. Let me look at my games. Okay, get that. Okay. Oh, I have Path of Exile. That's what I'm thinking of. Path of Exile. Which I was just looking for like a simple, Diablo clone game at the time, and Path of Exile is actually pretty kick-ass. If anybody's ever played it, I like it a lot. And I have some stuff to say about D4 as well, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. Yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go with that. That is a very, are they going to Baldur's Gate? What are they doing with it? Yeah, that's a very good point. Maybe they're doing something. I don't know. But again, it sounded like Wizards of the Coast. First off, I don't know if they have a storyline set out for the rest of Baldur's Gate, but they wanted, they gave specifications of what they want, and that's kind of what they gave them. And none of the Wizards of the Coast games I thought were even that good. Like, I couldn't get into Neverwinter. I tried, never could. It's a really hard sell to me, a D&D game. It's a really tough sell because you're playing with the theater. You're competing. Sorry, you're not playing. You're competing with the theater of the mind, first off. And I've said this before. You have about 1 trillion people playing D&D tabletop, and they all have their own version of the game. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the mind flayers are just like to suck you in, and they. I mean, that's kind of what that's what Wizards of the Coast said. If you're gonna do this, you have to have mind flayers, and you have to have the change happen. You have to have this. So I think there is gonna be, that's gonna be something prominent with the mind flayers, but I don't know how much of it is going to be. There were some gimmicks I did not like. It looked very hokey or weird. Specifically, let's see, the vampire snuck behind one of the enemies, and yeah, isn't it? It is tough, dude. It is tough. Let me see, what was that? Oh yeah, so the vampire snuck behind a dude that was crouched, right? And he just like kicks the guy, right? Well, he kicks him so freaking hard, he flies like a mile forward, and then just kind of does this weird like to the floor. He doesn't really, like, it looked so strange to me. Like, there's nothing natural about that kick or that fall or any of that. So I'm like, that's I hope that improved, because that looked terrible. It's not good. But Sven, I don't want to say he seemed nervous, but he definitely was kind of like, when he started going over his mark, like, he went, it was supposed to be a 10-minute reveal. 10 minutes. That's it. And they went on for an hour, man. He went for an hour showing this stuff. And then the Q&A started. I didn't stick around for the whole thing. Now, I fully agree. It is a tough, there's a lot of work. I don't think it's, pre-alpha is accurate. Pre-alpha is very accurate, and I don't think it's anywhere near alpha either. I don't think that they're close to releasing an alpha or any of that. I don't think they should do early access. That's going to piss a lot of people off. It's going to turn a lot of people off. I think that they should just stick to their timeline. I know it's to generate sales. It's kind of a tricky thing. Unless they offer the engine. Oh, was it? Was it only 3 minutes long? I didn't see it at all. I mean, maybe that's why he did it. Maybe he was like, "Oh shit, not getting good reception here. People aren't, like, this is not good. This is not a good tech demo right now. Maybe keep playing so we don't have to talk about it." Like, "Oh, we're out of time. Bye." Is this turn-based? Yep. Bye. That's it. That's all you get. I made the argument they should have used a different engine. Did I play it in early access? I don't remember. I don't think it was. Was it early? Oh, it was just the first. Oh, maybe it was. It was just the first. What's it called? Wasn't it the first island? Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, it was early access. Hot damn. Yeah, and then that's when I became a modder. So if they release the engine, or if they say something about the engine being released, I'll probably get the early access. Fort Joy, yeah, that was pretty fun. To be honest, yeah, I had a good time. Sucked that you had to start all over when early access was done, but whatever. Whatever. What are you going to do? Well, hopefully they improve on that too, because DE, and I wonder if they're going to have like Baldur's Gate 3 Definitive Edition. I wonder if they're going to have that, just the same. I don't know. I have no idea. So, yeah, one of the things was, hey, are we going to have like 3 islands just like Divinity Original Sin? Are we going to be traveling just like that? Are we going to, there's those questions floating around. Like, is there, and somebody had said, hey, this is kind of turning into just a DOS clone. It's not really, you're applying the same formula. I said that it should have been made with a different, 800 is it? I thought it was 600. Oh, maybe it's 800. Oh, man. I need to do some research. I thought it was 600. Chrono Trigger map. 800? Oh, it's 600. My friend. Woo! Holy shit. Yes. This is, so you end up here. And that's where you are. This is where the portal will take you, at least. And I mean, there's a ton of work to do still. Obviously, I haven't done anything with the instance painter, but I will. And then you have the same kind of layout. You have, you go up this thing, you cross the bridge, you come back down. I added this, so the water, you could come and look at the water, because there's water here. And so I didn't have any way to make people go into like a big overworld. So instead I just had, I just made it so you go down the canyon itself. What is this called? I forgot what it's called. Let me open it up. That's not it. Where's the... Truce Canyon. That's right. So you go down to Truce Canyon, and then you'll be in the the main village area, which I have just barely touched on. And then over here you'll have the church and the castle with the mountains and all that stuff. And this will kind of be the first island. I don't know if I'll recreate the whole game. Or the whole, the whole scenery thing. I'll just work on this first one, and because I wanted to what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's right. What I wanted to do, and I'll show you this other part, because I'll save what I have now and then load up another area. I wanted to tie in a little bit, because I wanted to have these kind of Easter eggs, but like more than that, like this discoverable world that you could actually go to. Like, whoa, holy crap, I didn't know this was here. And so let me load the village. And it's kind of a semi-secret area right now. So I'll just kind of teleport to the area before going to an area, I guess. I don't know. We'll explore. We'll see. As soon as this loads, I'll show you. I'm pretty proud of it, and I like it. I don't know how other people are going to feel about it, but it gives me the feels, gets me right in the feels. Remembering the how the game functions and stuff. I really nostalgia. It's very nostalgic to me. And I will say that the engine here is perfect for it, because it's that view is great. The assets actually really work well for what I'm doing. And as soon as this is done loading, I could show you more. Oh, and I just realized you're on YouTube. Are your comments coming through on the chat? I didn't even notice if they were or not. It looks like you're connected, or I'm connected, but I don't know if they're actually appearing on my screen. I didn't look. I know my Twitch ones do. Man, it's getting hot in here. Who turned up the heat? My wife tried calling me. I don't know why. I hope it's not an emergency. She'd leave a message, right? I think she'd leave a message if something happened, right? Like, I'm dying. I need help. I played it on the SNES. Yep, back in the day. Yep. I also played maybe halfway through Crimson Echoes, which is amazing, by the way. Really great. They did a really good job. Kick-ass story, way better, I think. It's like it's involved with the politics of the world, which is nuts, and they have some cool stuff going on. It's you may have told me about it. I don't remember who told me about it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, exactly. Crimson was amazing. It is amazing. I need to finish it because that's another thing that's like well done. Well freaking done. And I don't even know how they did it. I want to know how they did it. So that was actually, Crimson is one of the inspirations for this recreation. Like, I wanted to do this because of what they did. Like, it's so good. And it's not official canon, but may as well be because it's that good. So, all right, here we go. Maybe. Here we go. Okay, thought we were going to crash. All right, so you start out over here in the village. Oh, by the way, there's a lot of stuff here that I have not, that I haven't worked on. Did I open this up yet? Oh, nope, this is not open yet. So the mines are not open yet, but I'm getting close maybe to opening them. But anyways, you explore, and eventually you happen upon this area here, and you go here. And if you happen upon, but you really have to have, you have to be smart enough, I'm going to say that, to even notice this. And then you'll go, as looking around, you'll find this little portal here, which you can click. And then this happens. And this is where I want people to lose their shit. Because this is something that's like, whoa. And then you appear here. I don't know if you could hear it. I'm going to turn it up slightly. Okay, that's weird. What's going on over here? Oh. Nothing is going on over here. So anyways, as you notice, there are lights here, just like in Chrono Trigger. And as many. And when I get done, when you're here, you'll get a little message, saying something. You know what? If they are, they are. I'll pull it. But Here's Gaspar with 1 hit point. I don't know why he's got 1 hit point, but you can talk to him just like you can in the game. This doesn't do anything, but yeah, you could leak it. I wanted to kind of capture all the details, so even this exists. That little ding. I wanted that ding. The save ding, And then there's the gates that lead to Specchio. And I will eventually, in Blender, make an actual, Specchio. And I actually have an actual Specchio in Blender. I just have to bone him up, or make a skeleton and have him... make him an armature, essentially. Let me backtrack. I have an armature. I just need to make sure that it can match just all the armatures that are in here, and just kind of use animations that are already in here, that kind of thing. And here is what I made him do. So you could talk to him, blah, 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 yada, yada, right? So one of the things I decided to do is you being able to teach him magic through attacking him. And there's a story to that. There's a reason for it all. So you can, and if you regularly attack him, he doesn't like that. Doesn't seem very magical, So oh, I guess I need warfare, huh? What else do I need? I don't have any source points. I have warfare. What the heck? But you could attack him all you want. He's not going to die. At least I don't think he is. It looks like he heals every time, so that works. So that works out. So so he's all good. His attitude lowers, but every time you attack him, it raises back up, so it's all good. But the point behind this is, Specchio, when you arrive here at the end of time, this is all brand new. You arrive here thousands of years before Chrono ever does. And you can ask him about this stuff, and he'll explain that. So this place has just got built, you know, by Gaspar and Specchio, and it's kind of just a place where they now exist, but it's brand new. And it's before he closed all the portals. It's before Chrono tumbles in. You know, that's kind of how I wanted to go. Every time you use the portal, by the way, that happens. So, that's that. You could talk to him, and he'll open other gates for you. One specific gate will lead you to the level I'm working on now, or the world I'm working on now. And what I'd like to do is have, you know, all the versions of that world. And I don't have to have them in different levels. I could just have them in the same area, and they just teleport to and from, you know, those areas. Because this is pretty small, and compared to, you know, where, you know, I could have another one over here with a different timeline. You know what I mean? So that's the goal. That's the plan. It'll happen in about 80 years. I have not. No, this is the first thing I've done. Zeal will be complex. All of the things beyond here will be very difficult and time consuming. And I wish I had the funds to just sit here and do it on my own, you know, and just kind of like create, but I got to work. I don't have, you know, I got a family. I got to work, and yeah. That's what sucks. That sucks. That part sucks. But yeah, I would love to just chillax at home and make this dream come true. Make this happen, you know. Make it happen, Captain. But yeah, this is, you know, on a schedule of some sort, I guess you could say. Which is, I try to work on it at least once a week. So maybe yeah, I'll release it, you know, in a couple years, fully released, because I will have to do like updates here and there on the regular stuff, because I'll still get, you know, comments saying, hey, I can't do this or I can't do that, which right now I'm getting this weird ass error I don't know how to fix. No one's I don't know what to do with it, but it's every time I play it and I'm trying to load yeah, exactly. You could co-op Chrono Trigger, which is interesting, but every time I load into why is it so hot? Hold on a second, I'm gonna go turn on the heat. It's only 70 degrees, but it feels like 180. Not 180. 99. Let's go with 99. But anyways, you could already play, you know, the existing mod that I have. I just recreated the module. I thought, you know, that was, I try to stick to the original module script as much as possible. People are, you know, I know that people are going to be like, this isn't how I visioned it. You know, I did my best, you know. Yeah. It's a lot of work. But what I like about this engine, and this is kind of where the the loophole of creation lies is you can make a game within a game. You know, they specifically have it so you could make a standalone adventure. You could make a standalone adventure. That means you can make a whole new game. You can make something. You can make a whole nother Divinity, you know, if you wanted to. I can make a Divinity 5 before 3 and 4 is released. Just say this is Divinity 5, you know. And I don't know when Tommy's going to be done with Chronicles of Divinity. He's, you know, up to his eyeballs and everything, and scripting and designing and all that stuff. And, you know, he's obviously not going to be doing it every day as well, because he's got university stuff. Yeah, you know, and so, and that was another thing is I wanted to get into Skyrim modding, but I was already kind of busy with this, and I kind of heard that Skyrim is actually easier to mod than this. I don't know if that's true. I don't know, because I haven't really messed around with it, you know, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. I already know this engine. I don't know if I want to learn another engine at this point. I know Blender somewhat already too, you know, so all I need to do is hammer down some details on how to actually get material into this place, or into the engine, and make it work with my assets somewhat well. I have a rock. Let's see if it's in this or not. Yep, here's my rock. I made a rock. It doesn't show in my preview bar, but it's here, I think. Maybe it's not. Nope, it's missing stuff. Yeah. Oh, I think I have to custom asset this bad boy. Oh yeah, here's my rock. The rocks? No, rock. Oh, I think this is the wrong rock. You have to literally import, add a source for it. Let me see if I can actually import it right now. Rock. Failed. Oh, failed. Okay, it's got to be in data, and I don't have it in data. That's right. That's right. Here's what I'll do. Model. Ready for that? Copy this, and then assets. Data. Oh, it's just right there. I already have it in data. Great. Okay, perfect. Rock. I did not beat it. I did not finish it. Here's my rock. It's all right. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's all right. It could have been better. I think they're still adding stuff. I'm not sure what they're adding. Nope, that's not what I want. This is the rock I'm looking for. There is a material, I just don't remember where it is. Data public? Is that where my stuff is? And then I think playground is what I want. Assets, materials, rock test. I'm going to copy that. And go in here and paste it here. So I want this open. POS rock material stuff, and then probably wouldn't come up because crap on a stick. I forgot to apply all the textures. I have to get every single texture in. It's a pain in the ass, really, because it's pointing to a texture that doesn't exist. Oops. Chato, what's up? Chato, have you ever met Morgan Sadler? I don't know if you guys have met. And it's pretty late where you are, but it is a Friday night. Cheers. Oh, my wife got me a crunch wrap. Excited for that. Here, we'll go to this music this time. Actually going to make a new assets block called textures. Whoops, you know what? We should probably rename it to like something else. Let's get rid of that. Like POS textures. Got me a crunch wrap. I'm using TGA files. I don't know if that's bad or good, or I don't really give a shit. But it seems to work. Oh yeah, I want all these. Alright, so now custom assets. Where's my rock? Material. Ah, shit. This is going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. It's going to crash every time I go on that little guy. So I need to do something that, well, I don't know how to. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Cancel for now. Let's see if I could just go to the resource manager directly here and where is it? POS rock. Did it get removed? I hope it did. Nope, it did not. It's right there. The gaming counter uncovered will shut down. Disabling screen recording may be running. Yeah, no, that's not the reason. All right, so C80, A82. We're going to have to delete it. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Assets, materials. Oh, I don't have to do any of that because it's going to be... Shouldn't it? Shouldn't it be like somewhere? POS rock, right? Something like that. What was it called? What did I call it? Rock? Something. Rock test? Right? Yeah, I think so. That's under the materials. Let me just make sure. Test materials. I got all sorts of crap in here that probably cause a bunch of errors. So that's good. POS wrapped. Grass. This is how I explore, by the way. This is exactly how I explore, which is a bad way to do it. I just do it right inside of the engine. I'm going to delete all the rock stuff because I don't even use these rock ones. Okay, rock slide, test material. I don't even know what that is. I don't use that at all either. Let's get rid of everything, huh? Test tiling. Oh, nope. Don't use that. These I do. The Rocky Slides, Rocky South, all that stuff I do. I have those. Shadows. I don't know what this is, but whatever. Warped. Yep. All those I use. Okay. Let's hope that works. You do what in Skyrim? I missed it. It was probably contextually like relevant to what I said, but I like looked over 30 seconds too late because I had like a ass ton of other things that I said afterwards. Delete files. Just okay. I got you now. You delete. No, you test things. Got it. I got you. I feel you. All right, let's make sure that those rocks are gone. Oh, they are gone. Thank God. Okay. And it looks like also my textures. Nope, textures are good. Custom assets. Oh, but what the hell? Oh, these are good. Okay. New Atlas. Okay, that's good. Custom materials. Don't have that. This is where I'll put my custom materials, I think. Let's make sure. Okay. Rocky side, good. Tiling side south. Rocky side flip. Tiling test. That's gone. All right, that looks good. Okay. We're good. Models. I think I was trying to make somebody there and it was fucking failure. Huge failure. POS, atmospheres. Okay, we're good. All right, custom materials. I'm going to re-add the material here and then actually do it right. Assets, materials, and shit. How did I do it? Did I have to make it first and then? Son of a bitch. I don't remember how I did it now. How did I do it? Oh, rock 1. This is actually, that probably would help a lot. Let's see here. Rock color, normal, data. This might work. Let's see. Let's check it out. So normal map. I want this. Rock color. I want this. And physical map. It's just the roughness. I want that. And apply. Okay. Rock 1, what does that look like? That still didn't take at all. That did not like it. Okay. Open an editor. What does that look like in editor? Probably like shit. Oh, yeah. That's okay, base map. Was that the color? What is that? Right? I think that's no. What is that plugged into? Yeah, base colors. So we want this kind of sucks. Color. And I want that. Let's see if, okay, it goes in. That's good. Physical map. I want the roughness. Right in there. Oh, this is no good. This is no bueno right there. Look at that. Ooh. I don't want metallic. I just want roughness on that guy. Normal map. Oh boy. Oh, this is not good. This right here is kind of maybe I'm using kind of a different thing here. All right. Yep, sure. Save it. Back to Baldur's Gate 3. Do you think you will like it? The races seem really cool. However, I'm a little nervous about the classes. I think a few are missing. You know how you said it's really tough to get into gonna be really tough to get into, or it's really tough to get into Neverwinter. I think it might be really tough to get into Baldur's Gate 3 for me. Just because you explore, and all the combat. Now, DOS 2 is great. I like it. I like playing it here and there. The combat works for it. I like the tactical stuff. Turn-based, it works for it. Baldur's Gate 3 has a different expectation with me. I want... sponsored by Taco Bell. No, it's not sponsored by Taco Bell, but thank you, baby. Thanks. Sponsored by my wife. I want... Hi, I'm talking. I don't want a turn-based system on that. Because it takes the turn-based grinds all combat to a halt. I mean, you're exploring, you're doing your thing, no ambushes. You know, if you get ambushed, it's not really an ambush. You just all of a sudden get into the combat, and it just like things stop, bam. You know, and it's really kind, as PC Gamer put it. It's really kind and forgiving because of that. Because you have time to like, oh crap, I got ambushed. But it's not a big deal because everybody's standing still. Everybody's paused. You could think about what you want to do in the chess game. That's cool. Works for Divinity. Does not work for Baldur's Gate 3, unfortunately. Another thing that I noticed was when combat initiated, the dice was rolled, and initiative decided which people went first, the bad guys or the good guys, enemy or, a player. And it's just decided as a whole. There is no initiative anymore as a player, which I thought was weird. If they're sticking by D&D rules, that's how it should go. It should go by player, kind of like in DOS 2. But the classes, I couldn't care less about the classes. They could have all of them that they want. If combat doesn't work how how we expect it to work. Who cares about, I just don't care. I don't have any feelings about it, What else? That's about, that's really all there is to it. If they had the ability to do both, let's say, like, okay, you could play it active or you could play it pause. Awesome. The camera styles, if they unlocked that camera so you didn't have just the, either over the shoulder or that third person over the head thing. That's the same as DOS2. It gives the same. So what I talked about was earlier, when the thing was happening, and I've had these discussions with my Discord and other people's Discord and YouTube and all that stuff. This is where the division happens. We're again dealing with the limitations of the engine, and because of the limitations of the engine, you get the same feel as the OS2. Now, the first thing that Sven did was change the camera angle. He zoomed in because he knew not a lot of people used that specific camera angle in DOS2. You can, but it's kind of weird, to kind of travel around like that. It's a little bit more fluid in Baldur's Gate, but it's still not, it's a gimmick, that's not as responsive as people think it is. Like, you can't strafe, you can't, it's all click. You're clicking around and moving around. It's not as like people were commenting, oh, this looks like Dragon Age. Yes, but you're not really. Yes, but not really. You can't move around your character like you can in Dragon Age. So subreddits for these games is hilarious to do. Oh yeah. I imagine that. Yeah. So I don't feel that it's a Baldur's Gate game yet. It feels like a reskin. The atmosphere feels the same. As a matter of fact, when he was kind of showing around some distant planes, the distance fog, the height fog, all that stuff, it looked just like the same asset. It looked exactly like the atmospheres they use in the engine, which is a confinement, which is that limitation. You don't have anything that, like let's take into comparison Red Dead Redemption 2. The atmospheres are freaking amazing in that game, insanely amazing in that game. You can do, I mean, it's so dynamic. It changes. There is no. I think they could make tons of different games with that engine because it's so limitless. It's so diverse. With this engine, you can only make one type of game, and that's DOS simulator. That's the same type of game every time. So that's my opinion on it. I'm still gonna mod it. I'm still gonna play it, but I'm not like trying to be negative. I'm trying to be real. This is something people should expect, and I know people at first they want to deny. No, it's not. It is going to be great, whatever. And then slowly they're going to be like, you know what? After playing it for forever, yeah, it's just like this, and that's how it goes. That's how it happens. Always happens. You want it to be good. You want it to be whatever, but that's how it is. It should be its own thing. It's 100 years after Baldur's Gate, and the Ballspawn have nothing to do with this. Yeah. Chateau, it's gonna be great. You shut your dirty whore mouth. It's gonna be great. And this again, you're probably because of, Divinity. Yeah. I said that. I have a dirty whore mouth. I speak blasphemy all the time. I honestly say things that people don't want to hear. That's the way I do things. I am a devil's advocate. If you don't know that about me yet, know this. I am a devil's advocate to the core. My wife hates that about me. Not hates, but very much dislikes. She gets very annoyed with that. But again, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I apologize. I'm not too bad about it though, but it is something that I could already see happening. Oh, I wanted to like this game, but damn it, everything he said is true. And there is there's contention on that. Larian games are great. Well, have you played Divinity? And I'm talking about Divinity, just Divinity. Little bit weird there, and there's a couple others, and to me, yeah. I like the original Sin. It's a little silly and goofy and too memeish. It's funny, but at the same time, they have some humor in there that's like, well, and somebody said this about the dialogue in Baldur's Gate, which is if you don't take your dialogue seriously, neither will the player. And I agree. The hijinks, and I've said this, the same hijinks that DOS has, will not stand in Baldur's Gate. It's just a more serious game. There's more to it. There is, people have vested, I don't know how to say it. It's just a different kind of game for jokes, and I think one of the things that he said was bury your fangs and show her something or other, and yeah, different community altogether. So, which isn't bad, but it's if they continue with the script, yeah, it was too goofy. Yeah. So, and that's cool. That's Divinity for you. But Baldur's Gate, nope, leave that at the door, man. Yeah. So and a lot of, like I said, oh well, they should have used a different engine. Well, oh, they can't invest, all that money into making a new engine. You don't have to make a new engine. There's engines out there already that game developers use. Big game developers use CryEngine. They use that. What's another one? There's, I think I have a couple that they use. You could use anything, if you want. Using there's plenty of engines. They have to learn it. But they are, kind of experts in the field, right? I mean, you want to say they're experts, and it's only time that when it's time, hey, it's time. They got all the time in the world, to be honest. So I will also say that, what's it called? Wizards of the Coast. So Wizards of the Coast is involved, right? And historically, for me, they haven't really made a good game. They haven't made a good decision on a game. They're really kind of wishy-washy. The narrator. And then she, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah. Which that's the kind of goofy stuff I'm talking about. This, it's funny, but okay, not, we don't need it. So I saw a little bit of goofiness in the script with Baldur's Gate, and I was a little bit. It was cringy to me. Like I was, yikes. Do you know your audience? That kind of thing, and that's what's going to happen is you're going to have that polarized view. You're going to have DOS2 fans really liking it, and Baldur's Gate fans really hating it, and they're going to be like, "This, you promised us Baldur's Gate. This has nothing to do with Baldur's Gate. You guys are ass." You know, it's just another flop by Wizards of the Coast. That's what's going to happen. Who hasn't made a good game? I surely haven't. You know, I haven't. Wizards of the Coast. I don't particularly enjoy their games very much. Like, I don't think I've had pleasure playing. Well, the Baldur's Gate 1, yeah, they kind of own it. Baldur's Gate 1, who was it made by? It was like Black, no, it was I forgot. I want to say Sierra did, but that was, I think that Sierra did I'm thinking of something else, but it was I think they may have done Icewind Dale. But like Neverwinter Nights, I think. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it turns out. I'm pretty reserved about it, to be honest. I'm not super thrilled, but I'm not like super disappointed. I halfway expected it to go like that. I halfway said, it's probably going to be turn-based. So don't be disappointed, because it's probably going to be turn-based. And sure enough, when it was turn-based, I liked Icewind Dale. A lot of people didn't. I like it. I'm hyped. Let's go. As soon as the combat started, man, those comments rolled in. I saw the thumbs down. The thumbs down were at 13, and then the combat started. Man, like 200 immediately. I was like, "Whoa, damn, shit, holy crap!" And I'm glad Sven wasn't watching, because he would have been like, "Oh shit, maybe we're really screwed the pooch on this." But I knew that was going to happen. Turn-based is too easy. It is absolutely too easy. It's so forgiving. You have so much time to think about your action, and just, you could cheese it, and you could, and you know this, you've played with me. You could lock somebody into combat, and wander around with your other guy. Just wander around, choose a good position, sneak around and do stuff. And that's where you could cheese turn-based. Real easy. And we know this. As modders, too, you already know, like, okay, all right, well, this is going to turn out like this. And I try to set up battles where you can't cheese, I noticed that they have the same elements, the element stuff was going on, where you could turn water into steam or whatever by casting a fireball on it. That was the same exact crap as well as this. So yeah, if they had a turn-based, as far as like everybody, you have the pause, you do your turn, but everybody, you have the things that you do, queue up all your moves, and then hit that play action button. Bam! Everybody reacts at the same time, does all their things, and then it's the enemy's turn, and they all do the same. They all react at the same time. They do their thing, not one by one. That would be crazy. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, as far as that, and that's really a dividing thing. The turn-based is really a dividing thing. And that's what turned off a lot of Baldur's Gate fans, because they couldn't care less about Divinity. They couldn't. They're like, don't give a shit. I've never played it. Don't want to play it. Don't care. Don't like it because of how it is, turn-based. And then so in their eyes, they just, real time would drive you nuts. So, and hey, Retro, what's up, man? Huh. Well, everybody's hype. I'm pretty reserved on it. I'm gonna keep my reservations. I think they're very far away from releasing anything conclusive yet. I don't think they're anywhere close. Still, I know they said it's pre-alpha, and I mean they probably mean like really pre-alpha, and they're talking long goals here, stretch goals when they say choosing actions. Yeah. And that's where I think maybe have an option. And I said this before, have an option, man. Some people have different play styles, and especially with Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, there's going to be a lot of division. There's going to be people who want to play it like Baldur's Gate. They're going to want that active combat. Yeah, I'm going to mod the crap out of it. That's what I want. If the engine comes out, I don't care about playing it, Cyberpunk 2077. I am I'm not excited about it either. Because I want to reserve that. I learned my lesson. Let's go. I learned my lesson with Death Stranding. Right? Is that what it's called? Death Stranding? I learned my lesson from that, man. I was hype on that. I was like, this is going to be good. We're going to check it out. It's going to be great. Dude, I don't think I'm past chapter 3 on it. Just like, it's just a slog, man. Outer Worlds. That's the one where it's kind of the shooter. Somebody beat it in like 20 minutes, right? I think something like that. And all the reviews are like, the story's amazing. Replay value is balls. There's nothing, something like that. I want to say, I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, it looked like I didn't care about it. It didn't look like anything I was going to be interested in. Voiced protagonists. I don't know how I feel about that. Right now, I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. Yeah, Liam.
I ate a lot.
Amazing. Thanks for telling me.
And I also saw some. When I was in Mommy's car.
Yeah.
I saw a lady in her car bump into another car.
What?
And then drive.
She drove away?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's
called a hit and run. Yep. That's called a hit and run. Unbelievable. You're a witness. Did you know that?
Huh?
You're a witness to the accident. Did you tell the lady, hey, I remember that lady's license plate? Mommy drove away. A photo? Very nice. Very nicely done. She's a good snitch.
She wrote down the license plate and put it on the car that lady that
Very,
lady bumped into.
very nice. Good job, Mommy. Good job. Very nicely done. Stitches for the snitches.
Yeah, stitches for the snitches. Excuse me.
Thanks, bud. All right, I'm still talking. Can you close the door for me?
In just a minute.
No, can you? I'm gonna close the door. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, you guys are oof. No, you can't. Mm-mm. All right. Witcher 3 is overrated. Okay, Morgan. Now you're pushing some buttons, buddy. Ooh, you're pushing it, bud. You're pushing. I gotta bite into this. I gotta bite into my crunch roll. Oh. I like Witcher 3. Has a special place in my heart. Let's see. Gameplay is trash. Oh man. I gotta get another crown. Okay. All right. Moving around was tough. That I will admit, it got a lot. Took a lot for me to get Fresh Till Death 56. What's up? Fresh. You'd rather watch Lost? Ooh. Oh. Thanks, man. Oh, man. You'd rather watch Lost? That's a terrible show by a terrible director named J.J. Abrams, who I want to fight in the octagon. You have heard me. I said it once. I'll say it again. I will say it a million times. J.J. Abrams is a hack, and I will destroy his face in the octagon. I will beat him down. I would do a flying punch, bam, right into his face. Lost is, ooh, You're trying to remember what triggers me? Like there's that one thing, there's a show that really pisses him off. The only thing J.J. Abrams ever did right was Mission Impossible 3. And it wasn't even like he didn't write it or something. He directed it, and that's the only reason it was good. It's semi-good. I want to say it's semi-good. It was all right, It was all right. Oh, J.J. Abrams. What a piece of shit. That guy is a load of oof. What a dick. And he thinks he's good, too. He ruined Star Wars. You guys know that, right? I mean, he ruined it all. He ruined everything. Yeah. He ruined Star Wars and Star Trek. He ruined both of those. He ruined them both. Oh, let's take Wrath of Khan. Flip it on its upside down, and that's Star Trek 2. There it is. Let's take the first episode. Let's take the first movie of Star Wars, reverse the roles, make it exact opposite roles, and there you go. There's a Star Wars. There's my Star Wars. That's good writing. No, he sucks. I could punch him in the dick 1,000,000 times. I swear. You caught me at a good time, Fresh Till Death. You caught me at a really good time. You're like, hey, man, props to you on the engine. You hate J.J. Abrams. All right. Yes. Yes. Star Trek was bad because of J.J. Abrams. I can't believe they let that fool direct. I can't believe it. Man, here's the thing. If I hear any wind, anything that like J.J. Abrams was involved with Baldur's Gate 3, I'm done. I would be done. So done. I will write letters. I will join. I don't know. I would. Oof. That would be it. I would send nasty grams. Nothing threatening. Just like just a letter every day to Larian saying 3 words. J.J. Abrams sucks. Just that every day. Just that's it. J.J. Abrams sucks. And I'm gonna have my address on it too. And maybe I'll upgrade to like, hey, I'll fight J.J. Abrams in the octagon. Let me do this. Oh, you don't tell me. Don't tell me. I know he's not a part of it. I know he's not. Liam, are you turning up the heat? It is so hot in here. I'm dying. Turn it down. Turn it back to 70. Holy crap. Get a blanket if you're cold. Damn. Maybe. I'm hot-headed right now, man. Shouldn't have done that. J.J. Abrams. Oof, lost. All right, so I love Witcher 3. I love the story. It's fantastic. I love it. Can't sway me from it. I think Hearts of Stone has probably the best story DLC I've ever just been a part of. It was just well done. The end of that hits you like a rock right in the heart. Ryan Johnson. Blood and Wine was great. I loved Blood and Wine. Really hard to get that to. No spoilers, but it's really hard to get the true ending on that. I did not get the true ending on that. I really screwed the pooch on it. But yeah, it's again. It has a special place in my heart. Episode 8 of Star Wars. I did not. Oh man, you're gonna hate me. You can just unsubscribe right now because you're gonna hate me. You ready for this? You ready? All right, here we go. I don't actually like Star Wars. Well, it's been nice knowing you guys. See ya. I've never been into it. I tried. I couldn't. I didn't like it. I I'm a Star Trek fan. I'm a Star Trek fan for multiple reasons. And the reason one is the universe in Star Trek is huge. The story's good. There were series based on this stuff. You have an infinite amount of lore. I have not seen the new Picard movie, or a show, I should say. I'm really hesitant. On it. I love Next Generation, but that's not my favorite series. You probably may guess what my favorite series is of the Star Trek, and it's the only series that Gene Roddenberry was not a part of. But I couldn't get into Star Wars, and people are like, "Oh, are you Star Wars or Star Trek?" And I'm like, "It's definitely Star Trek." Sorry, that's that. That's how it goes. That's how it goes over here in this world, in my area of, my world. I haven't even seen The Mandalorian because I just, I just don't know. I don't know. I heard it was great. I just laughed hysterically at that baby punching scene. I saw that little scene and I thought that was hilarious. Because screw Baby Yoda, I don't care. It was funny. It was great. I knew that the toys would come after, like those that they just went crazy with that crap, and I'm like, yep, see this coming. It's a gimmick. It's all a ploy to sell toys to kids. Yep, great. But yeah, again, I'm not too into it. The new show. You're talking about Mandalorian, or are you talking about Picard, Star Trek? Picard. Yeah, I haven't seen a single episode. I'm really hesitant, though. I like the actor a lot. Um, he's cool. I like him. Haven't seen an episode though, so can't say that I have an opinion on it. Yeah. Hate it when you select something and it just jumps if you're too quick. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm not too much into the sci-fi stuff. I do like Star Trek, and that's about it. But again, I don't think you guys guessed what I like, which Star Trek I like. And it's hands down. Hopefully, we got some winners in here. Hands down, Deep Space Nine wins. Deep Space Nine is the best of the of all of them. People will argue me. I don't care. It's Deep Space Nine. A lot of interesting things happen, and it feels like a video game. That's why I like it, because there's like side quests going on all the time. It's just great. It's fantastic. I love watching it. People say that it got better after a certain season. I'm like, yep, don't care. It's good. It's just a good show. I like it. Like it all. I could watch it anytime, any day. I love it. Tons of characters, tons of stuff going on all the time. It should have lasted longer. And I forgot to mention another really good show that my wife and I got really into was Stargate SG-1. Love that show. Love it. If you guys have never seen that, I recommend it wholeheartedly. It's good. But my strength lies in lawyer shows. And this is kind of like total departure from everything that I've been doing with my life with you guys. This is like a little thing you guys don't know about me. Lawyer show. Yeah, you probably actually know that I like lawyer shows. But lawyer shows, that's my jam. That's my jam. And I'm not talking about Law and Order. Law and Order is good. It's not bad. I like Law and Order, but that's not my jam. My jam is Better Call Saul. That's my jam. You guys ever seen that? Oof. That's a good show. Season 5 is out. A couple first episodes have been streamed now. That's my jam. Yeah. Better Call Saul. I love it. I think it's better. I think it has the potential to be the best. It's already better than Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is all right, but Better Call Saul, smart, super smart. Love the lawyer stuff. Love the actor. Gimme Jimmy. My son could not stop saying Gimme Jimmy when we first started watching it. He's like, Gimme Jimmy. Just loves it. I love it. It's great. Oh, I really like how that looks, actually, right here. Look at me go. Man, why do they put crunch wraps in difficult packaging? That's what I wonder. Crunch Wrap Supreme! I'm going to have to combat some really bad diarrhea later. I can feel it. I can feel it. Feel it in my bones and my butthole. It's worth it, though. I don't even know if the beef they use in Taco Bell is real meat. I have a feeling that it's like half of it is cardboard. I have a feeling. It's good cardboard. Don't get me wrong. It's delicious cardboard. But it's cardboard. Not a fan? Yeah. I'm not like, I don't go out of my way to go to Taco Bell. I'm not like driving around, hey, let's go to Taco Bell. You know? Yeah, I got sour cream in there. I didn't get it. My wife did. She surprised me with it. I think she wants me to die early. Cool. I'm cool with that. Whatever. Death by Taco Bell. Whatever. I refuse to eat McDonald's. If she got me McDonald's, I'd just like toss it in her face. Whoosh. How early? I don't know. By 40 at least. You know, that's only a couple more years. Bam. Dead. Death by Chalupa. I was driving home, and I was wondering, have you guys ever seen Heat? The movie Heat? Not the Heat with the comedy Heat or whatever, or with that one chick with the ladies or whatever, but Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Because I'm about to not talk about it if nobody's ever seen it. I'm just not going to say anything. Let's continue with modding. It's a good movie. It's long. It's like 80 hours long. Takes 3 weeks to watch it, but it's a good movie. A lot of quotes came out of it, like "Give me all you got. And don't waste my motherfucking time." You know, don't waste my motherfucking time. It's a good movie though. I don't have 3 weeks. Yeah, you do. Where are you going, huh? What are you doing? Something? Ooh, you know, I just don't like that. It does not. It clashes. Does not match the scenery. Let's put it back down here. All right, that looks decent. Okay. Pulling it all together here. I'm surprised you guys are awake, man. It's like midnight, approaching midnight. Is Reaver still on? Man, you're going to be dead in the morning. Unless you're drinking. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's the weekend. That's the way I felt. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to stream. I'm just going to stream. I got some stuff to say about Baldur's Gate. Got to get it off my chest. I'm going to stream. Couldn't sleep. Saw me online. That's why you're like thinking about Baldur's Gate, weren't you too? I bet you were. You're like, Baldur's Gate. Can't sleep. So hyped. So hyped. You were playing Dragon Balls? How is Dragon Balls? I know what you're talking about, Dragon Ball Z. I'm just repeating. It's good fun. That's good. So are you, Chato, are you going to be just done with modding? Just like you're done? You got it? You're done with it? You're not going to do anymore? Because, you know, I have like a love-hate relationship with modding. You know? Like, oh, I love you, baby. And, or I hate you, baby. I'm never going to see you again. And then, oh, I didn't mean it. Come back. I'll treat you real nice this time. You know, that's how it goes with me. So even though I say, fuck it, I'm done modding, I'm not really truly done modding. Because I'll get some other idea, you know. I'll get something else and I'll do something else. And that's it. It was really calm when I first started the stream. And then somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say J.J. Abrams. Then it got wild. Shit got wild. But you're done, huh? That's it. You're not going to do any more? Is there... So you said you got everything that you wanted out of it. That's it? You're just not gonna do any more, huh? You're good, man. You had some good stuff. I liked it. I liked your levels, you know. But that's it though. That's like a death kind of, but not really. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on? Yeah, exactly. Learn to code, you know. What are you guys' thoughts on, you know, besides hype and all that stuff? What are your thoughts? What are your real thoughts on Baldur's Gate? Because I mean, I'm even though I'm saying, you know, it's this and that, I do want to hear your guys' opinions on it, you know. I just like all the sheep. You're just like, you know, how do I make sheep? And you just started making sheep stuff, and it was just funny. It was just great. Good gameplay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I tend to agree with that assessment, with that statement. Gameplay. I think they're angry because it's turn-based. That's my theory. But I haven't read the Reddits. I don't know, you know, what's going on. Mountain Blade. I've played maybe 10 minutes of Mountain Blade, and here's what happened. I played it. I got killed. I said, you know what? Done with this. That was it. Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing. So, yeah. Done. Dunzo. I don't know, some games, I just don't have patience, man. You know, like I'll do something, and it's really weird, and I can't know which games they're going to be where I do that. You know what I mean? Like somebody will say, "Hey, man, you gotta go do this." Stalker, or is there a new Stalker coming out? I played some Stalker, and it was all right. My brother-in-law, just Stalker, like Fall of Chernobyl or whatever it was, Chernobyl, blah blah blah. $2021. Whoa. I have it. I have Stalker, Call of Pripyat, and Shadow of Chernobyl. I have both of those. My brother-in-law is really into it. Was really into it, and he's, you know, and it's first-person shooter, kind of, sort of. I always got that armor that was hidden in the roof, kind of first thing, and it still died. But it's first person, you know. It's I've been wanting to take I've been wanting to take like first person shooters seriously, and like try to like rank up in PUBG or something, or do some of that, but then I just lose like momentum like 5 minutes later, you know. Morrowind playthrough. Dude, you saw me play it, right? Didn't you watch me play it a little bit? That was boring as hell. That was so boring. Oh my god, I was like bored to tears just playing it, dude. God. Oh, you didn't watch that? Oh, it's bad, dude. Ugh. The I was playing it and shit, man. Like there's nothing in the world. There's just nothing, and it's just a lot of walking around. And when you get somewhere, it's finally good. You know, you get somewhere and it's good, and I like reading and stuff. But good God, the slog through all the stuff beforehand, it's just, it's like a 5-hour tutorial, but only Gopniks. Yeah, I don't know. And then you know that mage that falls from the sky in Morrowind? I don't know if you've played it before, but there's like a mage that falls from the sky from, you know, and you're like, and you discover some stuff. Yeah, I died because I tried a spell and I just jumped somewhere. Kenshi? Kenshi. 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 What's Kenshi? Kenshi? Now you got my curiosity. Kenshi. Ninja game? Is this new? Is it a new game? Old game. Looking at it. Looks really old. Is this what you're talking about? Right? Is this it? Is this the game? Yeah, no, I have not played this. I don't have the time, man. I mean, you're asking like, hey, have you played these games? No, man, I don't have time. Got a stupid job. When I do have time, I do this. You know? And then like I hardly ever get to stream, which my wife is going to be gone to Fairbanks. She's going up to Fairbanks for the weekend with her students, and dude, I might just stream all weekend long. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sorry. To me, if like I can't learn a game in an hour tops, that's it. You know. Oh, that job, you know, it's a job. It's going, you know, it's law stuff, so I like it. The days go by really quick, by the way. They go by super quick. Just because it's fast paced, it's a fast paced office. Whoa, son, hold up. What do you mean I would hate fight? I love fighting games. Grew up with fighting games. You could already, like, I already know. Paradox Grand Strategy games. A little bit interested. What is that? What's that? What is that? Tell me. Educate me. Make me your daddy. I'm kidding. That was weird. I was a Tekken master, man. Tekken master. Tekken. That was my jam. That's my jam. Mortal Kombat, not so much. But I still liked it. But Tekken, yeah. I understand Tekken, you know. Because it's my jam. Tekken 7, sure, or any of the Tekkens. They're all fundamentally the same. It doesn't really matter. You know, unless the controls changed. Paul hasn't changed since inception, you know. And that's my character, Paul. Now, I don't know if he's still... Ooh, probably not. Morgan, probably not. I don't know if Paul still has his counter ability or not, where he could counter just about any move thrown at him. I love that. That was the thing. That was the thing I did, and it pissed a lot of people off. Pissed them all off. Oops, I don't want that. He has the one punch, that charged punch. He still has that. That's great. That's great. I love that punch for a lot of reasons. One, it left you open, but if you land it, it just made people so mad. It's so great. And then he has the quick version, you know. He has that quick version of it, and it does like half damage or something. But oh man, you could combo him out real quick. And he's just, the reason I like him, he's got basic attacks. He's really not complex. You could see he telegraphs every move he does. There's nothing that's tough about him. But yeah, he's easy to control. There's nothing complex, and but people still get their ass kicked by him, you know. And that's who I used Paul all the time, man. That was my jam. I need to stop saying that, or I need to say it more. I don't know. I have not played the Dragon Ball Z's myself. Reaver's still with us? Did you fall asleep? Did you pass out? I got to take another bite of my diarrhea heaven. Barely. Well, is there anything I could do to make you fall asleep? Like I could talk slower or deeper? Click noise? You want me to chew into the microphone like I did? I could do more of that. Oh, yeah. Just old and late. Yeah. Well, dude, you're doing pretty damn good for it being like 1 a.m. So, yeah, good job. Because I would be cranky as farts right now. I'd be like done. I'd be like, all right, everybody out. I'm done. Treat it like a party, man. I don't think I need to decorate all of this because they're not going to see it. I'm going to paint it black. Paint all this black. No, I got weekends off. I'm gonna be in Anchorage. I'm gonna drop my wife off at the airport. I gotta check out a couple of venues, get some data. I want to throw a giant LAN party. Yeah, I'm into those. And I'm looking for venues that can support up to 300 people. But the main thing isn't space. The main thing is power. and we're looking at like over 1,000 amps of electricity that could, be into something. LAN party, just a LAN party, just a bunch of dudes getting together, playing whatever. The question was asked like, hey, can we have these tournaments? And I'm like, dude, I'm just going to facilitate the area, and you guys decide what you want to, do with the rest of that. You guys want to have a tournament? You set it up, Yeah. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow is kind of doing some scouting, collecting data, doing all that good stuff, good fun stuff that I love doing, which is, I don't know if I actually love doing. So, but after I get home, I'm most likely gonna hop on and stream again, because I got nothing else to do. This is like my second job, I feel, that I don't get paid for. Strictly volunteer basis over here. You know how that goes. Torchlight 2. Really? What's that attached to? Let's see if I can move these around. Oh, nice. That's money. So yeah, yeah. That's the plan. But yeah, I like LAN parties. We used to have years ago, maybe I want to say close to 3-4 years ago. We had I'm part of a group called 907 Gamers. It's on Facebook. It's a pretty huge group actually, like 15,000 people or something. I don't even know. But part of the OGs there, we threw together a couple of extra life events, so a lot of those types of things going on, and so we had a couple of those LAN parties, and the main guy who is the owner of the group, he doesn't live in Alaska anymore. He moved out of state, so he doesn't really do the LAN parties anymore. We haven't had really anyone that take charge. And I was like, so I just contacted him today during work, and I said, hey man, can I arrange one? Would he mind? And he said, no man, go for it. So said, all right. And then another guy that I respect a lot. He's awesome. He's a dude. JC, he's like, hey man, I'm on board. He just messaged me. He's like, I'm on board. Let's do this thing. I want to help out. So, I had a LAN party at home, and I loved it, man. I loved it, and I would love to have another one. My house definitely isn't suited for that, but when I lived in an apartment, I had I want to say 20 people over. They brought whatever they could, laptops, PCs, whatever they wanted, and we just like crowded in. There was no complaining. That's the thing about public landlines. Lands is you get a lot of complaints like, there's not enough space for my ginormous PC that I brought over here, and not with my friends, man. They're just like, hey man, where can I set up? Oh, in that corner or in the kitchen. Cool, man. I'll take this little corner of the floor. I'm good with that, Rats scurrying by. They don't care. They don't care. That's what's great about those. But I like LAN parties. I like them a lot. The couple that we've had, public ones, they were great. They turned out phenomenal. Loved them. I brought my Oculus Rift. Is that what it's called? Oculus, right? But it was the DV, the development version. No, it's a development kit. DSK2, I think. Yeah, DK2. There it is. Haven't used this in years. It's not supported anymore, so I don't know. Oh, what are you gonna pick up? You're gonna pick up some Taco Bell, aren't you? Yeah, boy, that's right. All right, man. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow if you're on, or if I'm on. I'll catch me tomorrow. Catch me outside. That was dumb. Sorry, but it was also funny. That chick is funny. I don't care what people say. Catch me outside. I hope she's in jail, though, at the same time. She's not, but I hope so. I think I'm almost wrapped up myself too. I think I'm almost done. I gotta finish my crunch wrap before it gets uber cold and rotten. No, what am I kidding? What am I thinking? That Taco Bell doesn't go bad. It just doesn't go bad. Crap. No. There we go. Yeah. I think you might be sleepy enough now. Retro, I think you might have it. I think you might be good now. Retro, good seeing you. It was good seeing you on during the live stream too of the world premiere. That was great. I don't know if you saw me comment or say hello, but I said hello. You were never responding, so I was like, whatever. Maybe he's jacking off or something. I don't know. I ain't gonna bother a man while he's got private time, so. I mean, I halfway expected somebody to be there, so it was just nice. Yeah, it's good to see everyone. And some people good to see somebody that I recognized. So, well, yeah, there's that. There's that's always been a dream of mine. Has not. I'm kidding. Am I? Yeah, I am. Ugh, it's getting sloggy over here. Things are. Oh, I probably should save. You know what? It's probably a good time to save, and that's it. But it's looking good. It's looking a lot better now that all the assets are tied up, or not tied up, but snug up to the walls here. There's still some work to do, but I find it best to just lay down all those prefabs and just work them a little bit at a time, instead of drag and drop and clone. It's just the prefabs allow you to work faster, and it's a lot easier to get things done that way. So I'm gonna hit the save button. I really wish Baldur's Gate 3 all the success in the world. I hope that they release an engine for it, because I want to mod it like crazy. I would love to work with mocap and new animation sets and all the stuff that they got going on. So I really do hope that they release something for it. Mocap, they're using mocap for all the animations. Yeah, the motion capture stuff. The little dots on faces and crap. Yeah. So yeah, it's their production value has gone up. Is it is it Naughty Dog production value? No, but it's getting there. Is it Red Dead Redemption production value? No, but it's getting there. So they got the technology. They're using it in their own little office space, and it's really small. It's a really small studio, but they're doing it, so it's cool. Yeah, I do wish it. We have the technology. I have the technology to do mocap. Everybody really does. You could do it with a Sharpie. If you put Sharpie dots on your face, you could do mocap with Blender. Hell, there's a guy that he's on YouTube. He gives you the Python script so you could run mocap. It's great. So yeah, we have the technology. At any rate, I'm going to log off for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. And Python hype. Yeah, I'll log off. I'm gonna go eat, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And thanks for let's go. See you guys tomorrow. I can't ever say bye. Every time I say bye, somebody's always doing something, saying something. But most likely I'll be on tomorrow right around the 4 o'clock mark, 5 o'clock mark, my time. So I don't know, 8 o'clock mark your time.